So you can see today the weather's completely different to the hunt that we had yesterday. They say about the west coast of Scotland, if you don't like the weather, wait a minute. Because we're right out on the edge of the Atlantic, you get huge weather systems coming in. And you were really unlucky yesterday that you had quite a big front and a storm come in overnight. It's getting to the end of summer and the start of autumn. The red deer are only a few days, if not a week or so, from the rut starting. So yesterday's challenge was to find the stags when they were sheltering. And it's a mixture of challenges in different weather. If you get warm, sunny weather, the stags are on the mountain top or deep in the forest. If the weather's windy and wet, stormy like it was yesterday, everything could be quite low down on the mountains or in the forests that fringe the coast. And you saw that in the stock we had yesterday. You were going through what's a typical ancient woodland of the area. It was a mixture of birch and oak. And you had a lot of hinds that live there. The hinds are hefted to that area, they stay there all the time. And at this time of year, some of the stags are making their way into where the hinds are. And that's where we went looking for yesterday. It's an area we know stags will come in and weather like that. And we were looking for what you would call a shooter, or a good shootable young stag. And here we're very careful about what we take. So we were looking for the right animals. And once we'd found the right animal, the challenge was to get close to him. And to get close enough in those conditions to be able to see him and to get a shot. And what you can't ever manage to capture on film is the sheer torture of being hammered by the rain for 3 or 4 hours solid. And the fact that when you look at your optics, though they can be good optics, you still have to cope with the lenses being full of water, with the fact that your clothes are sticking to you, your hands are sticking to whatever you pick up, and you're slipping and sliding through that woody environment. So for yesterday's, you could say, challenge, it was quite something just to make your way through that woodland and actually finally get the stag in the scope. So the thing for yesterday was it was Betsy's dream come true. She wanted to go to Scotland and shoot a red stag. She said to me that the weather being bad wasn't a disappointment. It's what she'd hoped for and expected. And I think that's, it worried me a little that she enjoyed the rain. But after sort of 4.5 hours in the lashing rain, when we finally got to the shooting position, I thought Betsy did really well. It was a rifle that she'd practiced with a bit before, but it wasn't in the situation she was in. She was wrapped around the base of a tree in sheeting rain across the side of the hill, making the animal hard to pick out. And then she made a good shot, and then we got her stag. And hopefully, having gone through all that, it was a dream fulfilled. She got what she wanted in the Highland.
For more information on firearms, ballistics, optics, and hunting, subscribe to Ron Spomer Outdoors YouTube channel. And check out our informative and entertaining website, ronspomeroutdoors.com. Don't forget, hunt honest and shoot straight.